Welcome back to the Strother Communication Group Thunderdome for another Bull with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87 Best Weekly Podcast. I'm not wearing underwear. Everything, show about everything and nothing, coming right at you one day a week. Sitting shotgun is Uncle Nick. Give him a follow on the Twitter at Nickason. Hey, how's it going?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Can people add you on Facebook? Like, would you accept that?
You'd have to let me know it's from the show or not. I mean, because I currently have 12 people who did a friend request to me and like I don't know how they know me, so they're
trying to scam you, Nick.
I think there's two assumptions. Well, my last name's spoiler, that are trying to friend me, but none of the other family members are friends with them, so they could be random Filipinos trying to.
Maybe they're just the part of the family that they don't talk about.
I'm pretty much that part of the family that no one talks about.
That's fair. Tell a friend, spread the word. iTunes, Stitcher, Radio as well. We got lots of stuff. We got the news. We have Roseanne. We have a game. What year it be? Nicolas Cage Edition. And we got this.
Ooh.
All right. So first off, I low-key very much enjoy the song Rains Down Africa, right? And also, I love the band Weezer. But I was kind of bummed that this is basically just a complete note-for-note remake of the song. Like, there's nothing interesting about it.
You know, when I first heard it, I was kind of shocked too. I thought they would add kind of a twist to it, but I mean, you remember my talk when I was talking about Hollow Notes, that concert I went to, and I was upset with the twist. I mean, this is a very safe cover. I mean, it's just safe, and I think we should enjoy it. I like the story of how this started, though. I think a Weezer fan was like trying to start up like a rally to get Weezer to cover the song Africa. And a week ago, something they don't talk about is Weezer covered the song Roseanne, which is a Toto song. So it was funny. So people thought, oh, we got Roseanne. It's an okay song, but it's not Africa. And then a couple days ago, they came out with Africa. So Toto is a very underrated 80s band. I think people think that they just did Africa, but they had a couple songs.
Yeah. Someone who also has songs, Josh Pelto, Remax Preferred. He is in a band. I think their bass player just quit. So, sorry if I'm talking a little out of school. Hold on, Josh. I feel like Rivers Cuomo is like 5'2".
Could be.
Yeah. But, Josh Pelto remix. He may not have a bass player, but what he does have is just a basket of knowledge about the Twin Cities real estate market. So if you're selling your house, you'll get your top dollar in the seller's market. Or if you're buying, first-time home buyers, he specializes in. If you're looking in the Twin Cities, greater Minnesota area, he's got you. Give him a call, 763-213-4617. JoshPelto.com. Josh Pelto, Remax Preferred. Nick, I asked you before the show, what's your favorite Weezer song?
Oh, yes. And I said, dun dun beep, dun dun beep, say it ain't so. Whoa. Was that right if I sang it?
Yeah, I go back and forth. Like, Say It Ain't So is really good. I like the Sweater song. And then also, like, Hashpipe is really, like, Hashpipe was, I feel like that's a song that, they had hits before, but that one put them on, like, the mainstream map. Can you play the song?
No. I never tried it. I don't think it's that hard.
Yeah.
Buddy Holly's a great song. My friend's band does a Weezer song called The Good Life, which was off their Pinkerton album, and that's a great song. Too. Oh, which came in the later 90s.
A little bit peeling back the curtain. So my dog Cody, the fox terrier, he greatly enjoys just like savaging Nick during the show. It's actually really funny. I should be a good person, a good friend, and tell the dog to get down, but here we are.
I've known this dog for for the most part. Corey's a nice, quiet dog and just
he's
stares.
13 years old.
That's insane. I cannot.
Yeah. And he has zero signs of slowing down, so it's pretty awesome. Yeah, this song sucks. All right, so here we go, baby. This reminds me of like MTV VH1 Top Hits. Total Request Live. I want to hear Weezer because they're amazing. Woo.
What was this off of their first album too?
No, this is off of the Green album.
I always forget they do this song.
This is a great workout song. You're like, if you're doing a little cardio, and then you're dragging ass a little bit, a little hash pipe comes on my Taylor Swift station.
It was a Green album. Nice.
I do what I can. All right, yeah. All right. So let's go through the hits. So singles, Sweater Song and Buddy Holly was their first ones in 94. Say It Ain't So 95. Wow, that was a long time ago. Hash Pipe wasn't until 2001. And then, Keep Fishing is a good song too. Beverly Hills. Yeah. I need to listen to more Weezer. Maybe that will be my May New Year's resolution. Well, it's June now, but whatever.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of good hits. I mean, obviously, I think a lot of people know their older stuff from the Buddy Holly stuff, but I think throughout, they're still rocking now, and they they haven't changed their look at all. You can recognize Weezer for the most part.
Yeah. Also, someone you can recognize is Roseanne. So a little premature news, but she gone.
This was such breaking news on Tuesday. Like, it's mind blowing how, like CNN, like a lot of news apps, like the first 5 articles were something about this storyline. Yeah. It's mind blowing. I can't believe it, and well, I'm sure we'll talk more about the news. But
I like she. No, I want to talk about Roseanne now because it's just so. So she comes back after a hiatus. Like I didn't really watch the show the first time around. I was kind of a kid. Maybe it was a little bit out of my depth, but I just remember that the final season was like they won the lotto. Then it turned out like Dan died, and then they rebooted it. There's like, that didn't happen.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I do. Well, first off, the tweet was just repugnant and terrible and stupid. But of course, that's who Roseanne is. Like, we knew that she had a show called Roseanne is Nuts.
Yeah.
It's about her and a macadamia nut farm. We knew she was a terrible idiot, for lack of a better term, who can't sing very well.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we have at the twilight's last gleam?
She would probably yell at people taking a knee during this. So, ABC sort of made their deal, and like she had big ratings. It was the #1 sitcom, which is hard to do nowadays when it came back, and now they canceled the show, rightfully so. I feel bad for like the crew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is. I'm trying to wonder if there was a meeting or something, because I figured ABC kind of knew going in, getting Roseanne, and with how the world works now with social media and with Twitter being such a big thing, you
go upstairs.
You kind of have to think that there's a point where was she trying to push ABC's buttons, or did ABC have that talk like, listen, Roseanne, we want to have you on for season 2, but just let's keep some of the stuff a little more friendlier, and
No, she was on Ambien though.
Yes, and then Ambien talks came out. So now there's a drug company talk going on right now. It's where this is spinning it's mind-boggling, and I don't know. It's just I just cannot believe it. Like you're gone. That's it's just it's shocking. I mean, to say the least. But I don't know. This is.
I will say it's funny that Ambien. It's funny that Ambien has a Twitter account.
Isn't it? Is it official?
Yeah, because they came out. Like one of the side effects isn't racism. Yeah, but Ambien, not going to bat for Roseanne or anything, but like Ambien is like legit. Like you've heard the stories about people like taking Ambien and then driving while they're out, and then they wake up in another state or things like that. But I took Ambien for a while, a couple years back, and there was one where we started naming. We started listing off like godparents for our kids, and we got like 20 kids deep. So it was like, hey, our old mailman that we used to like. He's the godfather of Dre Patrick, a child 17. And then also, like, I popped in Ambien, and I was playing Madden. And I distinctly remember I was playing Browns versus Browns, because why not? And it looked like it was 42 players versus 42 players. It was intense. The Browns still lost. Yeah.
I can't believe you went there with that.
Yeah, no, it was tough. But, yeah. Goodbye. Good runs.
Do you think? So if I could talk about it a little bit more quick. I mean, do you think it was solely based off the racism of the tweet, or anything like specifically of who it was to?
I think Roseanne was on a short leash coming back to begin with, and then this was way more than enough. Like Roseanne could have been Ray Romano. Like someone who's completely squeaky clean, wholesome, and then just fire that bad boy off. That would have canceled Everyone Loves Raymond.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mostly because Brad Garrett would have favorited the tweet.
What if Daniel Tosh said this? What if Tosh? I was trying to wonder the line. I mean, there's a.
Well, I think there's a very blurry line. Like
yes.
Samantha Bee got by with calling Ivanka Trump, the C word. And, she had to do the boilerplate apology, but her show's not getting canceled, even though I don't think anyone watches it. But, like, Todd, I feel like, I honestly feel like Tosh could have gotten away with it. Or, like, Anthony Jeselnik, if he still had a show.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about him. Or
how dare you, Nick?
I'm sorry, I don't.
I respect for the craft.
No, there's way too many comedians out there.
Yeah.
I would be more down about this storyline, but I might be one of the few people out there. I don't know if you listeners agree, but I never watched Roseanne. The story doesn't affect me at all. I've never watched the show. I wasn't planning on watching Roseanne, so I mean, I did see a couple of funny tweets where they're saying that they should just write Roseanne out of the show and just have a show called Dan.
I would watch that show. John Goodman's phenomenal.
Yeah, it would just be about John Goodman.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because everyone looks exactly the same.
Yeah. Except for John Goodman lost a lot of weight.
I feel like he had big periods and skinny periods during that show in the 80s. I didn't really know what the plot of the show was. I think it wasn't just about them being like a poor family and just getting through the day or whatever. And that opening ends with her taking her granddaughter's food and sticking it in her mouth, licking it, and then laughing about it. Think about that.
Yeah. Her African-American granddaughter.
Yes.
Yeah. I understand the appeal. I understand why it was so popular the first run, because it was a show, it wasn't about, the rich and the famous people. It was about a lower middle class, lower upper class family that everyone can relate to. And I feel like those sitcoms do well. Like, hell, Everyone Loves Raymond. Or, like, that's why I feel like people were half in on Full House, because, like, y'all can't afford that house. Like, that house lists at $1.9 million right now.
But I don't think anyone really thought about that. Or maybe in the 90s it was cheaper. Because I feel like now we all know it.
What's your job? We do local TV, which pays great, and Jesse's in a band, and Dave Coulier makes like balloon animals.
He had a job.
Who's paying the mortgage around here? MFer? Oh, wait, did the wife have a huge life insurance policy?
I think she did.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the wife and I just upped our life insurance, so if anything happens to me, follow the money. Yeah, that's all. Let's play the game. Let's play What Year It Be. Do we have an opening? No, we don't. All right. So What Year It Be. It is America's favorite game show. Producer Allie has compiled, I believe it's 9. Nine items here. The theme is Nicolas Cage, and it is Nicolas Cage movies, and Nick and I have to guess what year it is. However many we're off is our score. Lowest score at the end wins, and also if you hit it dead nuts on the year, you get a 5-year deduction. You have a pen. You knocked it off the table.
What? Oh,
yeah.
Good.
Nick, you have a full bag. You don't have any pens in there?
I do.
Wait, hold on. Grab my backpack.
Backpack.
And then I want you to count how many pens are in the front pocket. This is a great pod.
Oh.
All right. So, yeah, the main bottom front pocket, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Holy crap. 4, 5, 6. Whoa. I think there's at least 10 pens in here.
That's what it's called being prepared, Nick. I didn't have one pen in that entire bag.
My bag has nothing but my laptop in it.
Oh.
It's
Seems like a waste of a bag.
It's 2018.
You should get a laptop bag.
It's on my to-do list.
Oh, there you go. Play along at home. Tweet in your scores. We always like that along. Also, there's a bunch of clues. So on top of the movie and Nicolas Cage's role, we have co-star, People's Sexiest Man Alive that year, Grammy Album of the Year, and also NFL MVP. So a little bit for everyone. So for me, it's the NFL. For Nick, it's People's Sexiest Man Alive. There we go.
What? No,
so,
I have...
number 1 of 9. What year it be? Nicolas Cage edition. Number 1, voice of Grug in The Croods. In The Croods. Did you see this movie?
I did not. It was a... It wasn't a Disney cartoon comedy. I don't think it was.
I feel like there's a lot of animated movies that try and hit it big, be that next franchise, except they're just like bad. But co-star Emma Stone as Ip. Sure. People's Sexiest Man Alive, Adam Levine. Now, was this the voice Adam Levine or Maroon 5 Adam Levine? Guessing it was the voice. Yeah. Grammy Album of the Year, Random Access Memories by Daft Punk. One more time. NFL MVP, Peyton Manning. So, there you go. What year it be for The Croods? Nicolas Cage and The Croods.
Something.
All right, so I mean, this could be Colts Peyton Manning. This could be Broncos Peyton Manning because I think he won one there too. Adam Levine, I don't think he would get Sexiest Man of the Year love for just Maroon 5, which was basically Sugar Ray. So that's got to be earlier. So I'm gonna say this was 2014.
Wow, I said 2011.
2011.
That could be.
The year for The Croods is 2013.
Oh,
hey,
nice.
Sort of split us. So we're off to a blazing start. Next up is Ghost Rider. I did not see this movie, but I hear that it's like phenomenally bad. Like, once Nicolas Cage had his tax problems and he started making every movie, like Ghost Rider is like the Chinatown of his recent movies.
I think it was during that period. I think where they're like, I think when Spider-Man was coming out, the whole like everyone should start making comic book character movies before the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it, I think, happened.
Yeah. So Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider, co-star Eva Mendes as Roxanne Simpson. People's Sexiest Man of the Year, Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Grammy Album of the Year, River. The Joni Letters by Herbie Hancock. What? Herbie Hancock had a...
Wait. That can't be right.
No,
we'll look up
later. NFL MVP Tom Brady. So take your pick there. Okay.
All right, I wrote something down.
So Brady was I don't think he was MVP in 03-04. He might have been, though. But he was definitely MVP in 07 with Randy Moss at 18-1 team. That seems about... so I'll say 2007.
I said 2005.
2005, staying alive. Ghost Rider. What's the year? 07. 5-year deduction for me. It's okay, Nick. It's not your fault. Yeah, I know.
It is my fault.
It's not your fault. Kind of is. R.I.P. Robin Williams. Next up, he plays Memphis Reigns in Gone in 60 Seconds. Have you ever seen this movie?
Oh, yeah. Great movie.
I have not.
This was like high point of Nicolas Cage time.
There's a lot of movies where I know that I would enjoy them, and they're just mindless action movies, like The Italian Job won't be one of them as well, where I know I would enjoy it, but I just don't do it. All right, that's also all the Avengers movies. So Memphis Reigns, Gone 6 Seconds. Co-star Giovanni Ribisi plays Kip Reigns. People's Sexiest Man Alive, Brad Pitt.
I would argue with you,
Sure.
Allie, about that, but
Grammy of who the co-star is?
yeah, Angelina Jolie. Come on.
Isn't she only in the movie for like a minute?
No, she's in it for like a good. Never mind.
Is her name like Jinx or something?
I don't remember.
Deuce? That doesn't matter. Grammy Album of the Year, Two Against Nature by Steely Dan. Wait,
Really?
what is happening? NFL MVP Marshall Faulk. All right, so Gone in 60 Seconds. This seems like early aughts. Marshall Faulk, Greatest Show on Turf-ish era. Wasn't that 99 season, though? That doesn't make sense. Maybe it's 2001. I'll say 2001 when they lost to the Patriots that year.
I said 99.
1999 and feeling fine. Answer. Gone 60 Seconds. 2000.
Oh, I was going to say 2002. I was flipping between the two. God dang it. Damn.
Next up, Honeymoon in Vegas. He plays Jack Singer in Honeymoon in Vegas, which is not the same as Leaving Las Vegas, apparently. Guess that's a different movie. I feel like this one's a little
Leaving
bit more
Las Vegas
upbeat.
was fantastic.
Yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker was the co-star who played Betsy/Donna. People's Sexiest Man of the Year was Nick Nolte. What is happening? What?
I know what's happening.
Grammy Album of the Year, Unplugged by Eric Clapton, and NFL MVP was Steve Jerome Ezekiel Young. All right, Honeymoon in Vegas. So this must have been a long time ago, especially if Nick Nolte was handsome back in the day.
I will sit down.
Steve Young, Niners. He won the Super Bowl in '94, I think. Yeah, I'll say '94.
I said 91.
1991. Year of the Twins. Honeymoon in Vegas. Survey says 92.
Darn it. I said 91 because I think Unplugged Eric Clapton was the whole. This was just after his kid died. And I think the kid died in 90.
Layla. When we're done, I want to go back through and see how many you were one year off of. Next up, 5 out of 9 on What Year It Be, Nicolas Cage Edition. We have Johnny Cameri in Moonstruck. Sure. Co-star Cher as Loretta Castorini. Oh, this is about, like, doesn't matter. People's Sexiest Man Alive, Harry Hamlin. Album of the Year, Joshua Tree by U2. And NFL MVP was Juan Elway. Juan Elway. All right, Moonstruck.
I got it.
When Cher was in movies,
She wasn't.
freaking Harry Hamlin.
I don't think I know who Harry Hamlin is.
So this has to be like 80s. I will say So Elway came in 83. It's probably I'll say 1987.
I said 87 too.
1987 as well. Survey says 87. Nailed it. Bam. Good job, Nick.
For me, it was Joshua Tree was 87.
When was the last good U2 song?
The last good one?
Yeah.
The song One, I think, for me. I'm not a big YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm not a big YouTube fan, and
Remember when they had that album that was stuck on your iPhone?
It's still stuck. It's still on my iPhone.
Oh.
I can't. I don't know how to get rid of it. When I hit my randoms, I get it. I get a song like, who is this? Oh, it's U2. I don't remember owning a U2.
How much do you think U2's label paid for that deal with Apple?
I don't know.
It has to be like a ridiculous amount.
I mean, I feel like it messes up. It should mess up numbers. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's like U2 could be like, oh, we're the highest selling band of all time. Look at all these people who have our album. We didn't want it.
Because just to have your album on every new iPhone that you can't delete. Pretty legit. All right, so that was Moonstruck. Ooh, number 6, Benjamin Franklin Gates, National Treasure. This is a great movie.
I love the National
Co-star
Treasure
Diane
movies.
Kruger.
Oh, she's so cute.
But really co-star the guy from The Hangover.
No one knows who that is.
Yeah. People Magazine, Sexiest Man Alive, Jude Law.
Why?
Grammy for Album of the Year. Genius Loves Company about Ray Charles. What?
I feel like Album of the Year is very misleading.
Yeah. And NFL MVP is Peyton Jerome Manning. So, all right. National Treasure. This is I will watch this movie whenever it's on. I really will. And like, since it's on Netflix, like I'll just stream in the background sometimes.
You know, I never knew like true love could ever happen to anyone, but when Diana Kruger walked in and sat down when what's his name was trying to, they're playing the whole, we want to see the Declaration of Independence, and then like who are we meeting? I don't know the guy, and then she walks in and sits down, and you're like, huh.
Have you ever seen Inglourious Bastards?
Yes.
You can see Diane Kruger just get choked out.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, life is gone. So National Treasure. I know Peyton Manning won an MVP the year that Dante should have won, and that was either like 03 or 04. I feel like this didn't come out until we were in college, so I'm going to say 04.
I said 2004 too.
2004 as well. Survey says 04. Nailed it.
Nice.
Good job, Nick. Another 5-point deduction for you. Mazel tov. Bam. Next up, we've got 3 to go on What Year It Be, Nicolas Cage Edition. Number 7 is Charlie Bottle in Peggy Sue Got Married. Co-star Kathleen Turner is Peggy Sue. Is Kathleen Turner the mom from Home Alone?
No, that's Catherine O'Hara.
Nah, it doesn't matter then. The People Magazine Sexiest Man of the Year, Mark Harmon. So this had to be before NCIS.
Yes,
All
I
right.
think so too.
Grammy Album of the Year, Graceland by Paul Simon, and NFL
Great
MVP
album.
Lawrence Taylor. Oh, okay, now this all makes sense. Okay.
I wrote something down.
I have no idea. It's pretty awesome that Lawrence Taylor ripped one off. I'll say 1980, 85.
I was torn between that. I said 86.
1986. Survey says 86. No.
Yes.
All right, so Nick is back in the game. We're all knotted up with
Graceland.
2-point deductions. It's getting tight. Next up is number 8, Stanley Godspeed in The Rock. Welcome to The Rock.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Sean Connery with a K. Producer Alec, come on, man. As John Patrick Mason. People's Sexiest Man Alive, Denzel Washington. Grammy Album of the Year, Falling Into You by Celine Dion. Is that the one with the Titanic song? Had to be, right?
No.
No?
Nope, it was before Titanic.
I'll be waiting for you. Oh, fine. NFL MVP, Burt Favre. All right, so The Rock. Never seen The Rock.
This was a great movie.
There's a lot of good movies. Again, this falls into the same category as Gone in 60 Seconds and
This
Italian
isn't
Dub.
good. This is great.
Is it better than Con Air?
Yes.
No way.
Con Air is a comedy. The Rock is a serious action film.
All right, so now I have to I have to watch The Rock now. All right, so we got The Rock. Where the Packers won the Super Bowl? I think that was 96. No, that makes sense for Favre. That syncs up with Denzel, too. All right, sure. I'll say 1996.
I said 95.
1995. Deep breath. This could be it. Service says 96.
Ah.
Shot through the
Darn
heart,
it.
and Nick's to blame. He plays his game really lame. Last but not least, numero 9, Damon McCready played Big Daddy in Kick-Ass, which is a good movie. I never saw the second one.
Yeah.
I just remember he got burned alive in like the first one.
Something like that, yeah.
Which is actually kind of funny. Totally not Batman. Totally not Batman, guys. Co-star was Aaron Taylor Johnson, who played Dave Liszewski / Kick-Ass. Also, who's the girl? Chloe.
Yeah, something like that.
People's Sexiest Man Alive, Ryan Reynolds. Grammy Album of the Year, The Suburbs by Arcade Fire. And the NFL MVP was Tom Brady. Tom Brady. All right. So this might be 2010s. It's up there.
All right, I wrote something.
What song Arcade Fire sang?
I don't know specifically their songs. I know of them.
Yeah. Brady 2011 was that? No, that was the year they lost the Giants. Well, he might have been MVP that year. Yeah, I'll say 2011.
I said 2012.
2012.
I could be off.
Survey says 2010.
Oh, darn.
It's okay, Nick.
Wow.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. So I have 4 5-point deductions. Nick has 3. So with a final score of, I have negative 14, and Nick has negative 4. So I win. And that's how.
Really good.
That's how. What year would be Nicolas Cage Edition? All right. So you had 3 answers that you were 1 point off. I had 4. Oh, well, never mind that.
You did really good at it.
Baked. Nicolas Cage. What's your favorite Nick Cage movie?
Leaving Las Vegas. That's how I want to go.
Just drinking and just with a prostitute.
Yes, that's totally my love affair for Vegas. It's very, very depressing movie, but The Rock though for action stuff, Con Air.
What is it?
I mean,
what is it? Oh no, not the beast! Not the beast!
I can't believe they got real bees to go down there and cover her face. I don't know why you didn't just, punch people more.
Is that Wicker Man about like them getting together like a human sacrifice?
Yep. Something like to help their crops or something. That's something they believe in.
Nicolas Cage freak out montage.
Face Off. Great movie, 90s.
Put it in the right file according to alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
You have to remember that he's royalty for in the movie star industry because he's a nephew of
Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah.
What am I, a fucking retard, man? Am I a fucking retard? Oh!
Whoa.
I know what this is. They're trying to stop me out because of this lazy little...
I wonder what scripts he passes on.
There's a funny, I think, college humor sketch that I see on Facebook every once in a while where he has an agent and the agent's talking to him about a bunch of movies and the agent's just making up a bunch of these BS storylines and it's like a voice of someone doing a Nicolas Cage impression. It's like, all right, I'll do it. And like just in the background you see these really awful like movie titles and like fake movie posters. It's hilarious.
Also, something that isn't hilarious. It's actually very serious. But it'll be fun, too, because they're fun people. Start the communications group, getting your website, your digital marketing, your public relations strategy, everything in order. And you can focus on what matters to you, bigger sales, a more bottom line, and more dough in your pocket. And just outsource with the pros. Let the pros handle all the things that you are bad at, just like your website, just like SEO and all those things that you don't understand. Or maybe you do, but you know that you're bad at them. So go with the pros. Find out more. Go to scgpr.com, the Strother Communications Group. All right, Nick, let's do a little news.
You are fake news. Sir, go ahead. Can you...
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I ain't got time to bleed.
You can't handle
handle the truth.
The news with Uncle Nick.
All right, Nick, what's crack-a-lackin'?
Did you want me to continue with Roseanne, or should we just go?
Yeah, we covered Roseanne.
Okay, let's go start in St. Paul. A fun, soft story from the Star Tribune. St. Paul friends decided to do get married pact at 50 if they were still single, and they were in the middle of doing it now. So
now, were they single the entire time, or were they divorced?
They were each married to different people in their 20s and 30s, and then they each got divorced. We connected as friends and decided, hey, let's get married. So this is almost like the story. What's that movie? The Best Friend's Wedding. Do you remember that with like Julia Roberts? The whole like, if you're not married by the time I'm so and so age, we'll marry each other. This was a little bit like that. But it says they were friends in high school. Like high school, early 20s. They even dated for a while, but things didn't really go off the right foot. But decided to remain friends. They each got married and went off and had their own lives for a while. Got divorced and then reconnected recently, and then decided, hey, let's do this.
I say a little prayer for you.
Forever and ever, you stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. You never will part.
Is that Dermot Mulroney?
The thing is, no one really knows. Dylan Dermot.
Heartbreak for me. I run for the bus, dear.
This is what happens when you have gay friends who you try to set up and try to deceive people with. They start. This was like one of her biggest movie roles, like with Pretty Woman.
She's in love with him, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. They were the ones who were supposed to get married.
Yeah.
But then he, like, I think a week before or something, said, I met someone. And so in this movie, Cameron Diaz is the bad guy in this movie.
Yeah.
It's not a bad movie.
Yeah. Do they have any kids in this 50-year-olds?
Yes, I do think they. I do think they have some. I think they each have families.
You know what's weird is that the kids are probably like 25.
They're at least upper teens, I believe, when I was reading it.
Yeah. And then what? See, I always wondered about this, like the shows where it's like two different families coming together, like Brady Bunch or like Step by Step, like. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's got to be some tension there between like the siblings, like
Yeah, but I mean, as I said, they're in their 50s.
Yeah.
And I mean,
are they gonna have more kids?
I don't think they will.
I feel like that's a thing now. Like people having kids super old.
Yeah. I mean, people are trying to be more financially smart. Apparently a lot of people aren't having kids at 18 anymore.
Yeah, but they're also still doing that. Yeah. All right, what's next?
I guess. All right, Fox 9 in town here. A couple is suing McDonald's for paying for cheese on a burger. Yeah. So McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese sandwich. Do you guys know it? It's pretty fantastic.
Royale with cheese.
So they're in a lawsuit with I think people in town here and a few others are in this lawsuit with McDonald's, suing them because they would order a quarter pounder with cheese and then, ask for it to not have cheese. I mean, sure, there's reason people don't want cheese on their burger. Maybe they're trying to eat healthier, at McDonald's, whatever.
Just order a quarter pounder. They'll get it.
No, but the thing is, they were still being charged a quarter pounder with cheese because I don't think there is a quarter pounder price.
Yeah.
So the lawyers and the clients that I'm reading quotes here have suffered injury as a result of their purchases because they were overcharged and were required to pay for cheese. They're asking for $5 million.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, they'll ask for a ridiculous amount, and McDonald's probably has 5,000 ongoing legal battles at a time. They'll just give these people offer them $15,000 to settle up, and then be like, okay, sure. And then the lawyer gets a third, and then they get $10,000, and then like life is good. It's like it's so stupid.
Yeah, lawyers are scary.
Yeah. Also, it's like, how like the temerity of this. Like, Like I order a burger, especially at the world famous Blue Door Pug. I go without bun a lot. So under their logic, like I should sue all these places that I go to where I order a burger without a bun because like they're overcharging me like 40 cents here.
I know, but I mean, how often do you think places do you think there's a restaurant out there that will go like we will sell you a burger and you pay by what it is, like 35 cents for the burger, 15 cents for bun,
or if a burger comes
less.
with tomatoes and onions, and you like no tomatoes and onions, it'd be like you better take off 17 cents off my bill, mother. Mm-hmm.
This is such nitpicking, and McDonald's is a big company. I mean, I can see them easily settling out of court, but I hope they fight it, and I hope they countersue these people for inflammatory something.
They don't have to countersue. Like they just have to take it to the mat because these people, unless they have a lawyer who's taking it on, not pro bono, on what's it called where they only get paid if you win. It's like on. There's a technical term for it, but that's gonna bug me. Doesn't matter. But like McDonald's should just be like, no, we're taking this to trial. Like we have like $250 million worth of a legal team. Like we will take this, we'll drag it out. This is gonna be the OJ trial. We're gonna televise this bitch up in here. That's what they should do. Like I want more giant corporations to take these frivolous lawsuits like completely down to Chinatown. Like completely like, hey, you're going to be here for 17 straight days, and then after that, we're going to refile. We're going to appeal to a different court. We're going to appeal to a higher court, and you're going to come back, and we're going to do this again. And the lawyer will be like, nah, I know what it is.
Yeah, just eat the cheese, man. Just eat the cheese.
Maybe they're lactose intolerant, but they still want to be fat.
I mean, you're almost splitting hairs there. This is such a
contingency. That's the word.
Oh, so there are lawyers who work on contingency.
Yeah. So either they're paying this lawyer out of pocket, which would be stupid, or this lawyer is taking this case on contingency, hoping to just get a quick settlement out of it. But McDonald's is like, no, we're taking this thing to the floor. Then the lawyer will eventually drop it, and then these people will have to go away because otherwise they'll have to pay for a lawyer out of pocket. So screw them.
What if Burger King
have it your way, but you're still paying full retail. Yeah. All right, what's next?
Damn straight you are. All right. Kind of in the entertainment industry again. Morgan Freeman's the latest gentleman to be accused.
Let's get Morgan Freeman. That's depressing.
I don't know why this one seems particularly sad.
Well, why is everyone just a dirtbag? That's what I want to know.
And the thing is, I can hear him. I can hear him in my head do this stuff because it's Morgan Freeman and he has the Morgan Freeman voice. The story that I sent specifically to Andy for news topics was there's a really creepy story from the New York Times of a reporter who was interviewing Morgan Freeman not too long ago because Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and Alan Arkin were just in a movie.
Yeah, Go Down Style.
Go in Style.
It was actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, so the reporter who was pregnant at the time was interviewing them, and Morgan Freeman was quoted saying, "I wish I was there," to her, and that's just so weird.
I do feel this is like creepy old man vibe going on, but still, it's not right. It's terrible. Yeah, what happened to these women? But yeah, it's just sad. We trust you, Morgan Freeman. You're the voice of the Visa commercials.
He's the voice of a lot of things.
Yeah. All right, and that's the news, and that's all I remember you as a wet fart.
The news with Uncle Nick.
From the entire Channel 4 news team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go yourself, San Diego.
Nick, what are you doing this weekend?
I was planning on doing some shopping, getting ready for a bachelor party coming up next weekend. So, want to be prepared. Got to get some flippy floppies.
You know, luckily the birthday, it's Muggsy's birthday party this weekend, and the bachelor party is until next weekend. Which we're gonna run a rerun on Friday since we'll be taking off on Thursday for that. So just heads up on that. But It's okay. You're just skipping your goddaughter's birthday.
You know,
I understand.
I'm sorry. No, I don't want to.
You're skipping your goddaughter's birthday. Go to Walmart.
No, don't tell her that. Please don't tell her that.
So I'll tell her that when she's 14. She'll take it really well. Yeah. Also, some of you should take subscribing on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. And if you enjoy the show, tell a friend, spread the word, add to the Jerome Homie Army. And thanks, producer Allie, for making us not sound so stupid today. But for Nick, I'm Andy saying, hey, no, sayonara, and bye-bye. We'll talk to you next 2 weeks. There you go.
Thanks for listening to Bowl with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th best daily podcast. Download the show on iTunes. Everyone's middle name is Jerome.